Welcome back, everybody. Good news this morning. Yankees have won 3 in a row, and Aaron Judge hitting over 300 in May with an OPS over 1,000. Things are looking up.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Hey, Derek, great program. Frank from Irvine. I'm calling about your take on Stanton's legs slowing down. I know we're going to have a log jam with outfielders when your favorite Martian comes back. And we get Spencer Jones hopefully up there, but I know you're saying he's going to be slow coming up. I was also wondering how Montgomery and Snell are doing. I don't think they're doing very well. And obviously Montgomery didn't want to be a Yankee again. But anyway, appreciate the show. Have a good night.
Appreciate the call. As for Giancarlo Stanton, if he got any slower, he would be in a funeral home. As for Blake Snell, he's off to a tough start with the Giants. He is injured. He has been placed on the injured list. His ERA, last I checked, was like over 8. It was just not good. Jordan Montgomery actually off to a pretty good start with the Diamondbacks, but I think you're right. I think he didn't want to come back to the Yankees. I don't even know what the Yankees offered him, if anything. I didn't hear about any formal offers made to Jordan Montgomery, but it's pretty clear that he didn't want to come back. As for Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez, I think Jason will be up probably sometime mid to late June, maybe early July. And Spencer Jones, really not that far behind. I think he could be up by September. Now, you say that's quote-unquote slow. I mean, I think that's a normal progression. He began the year in Double-A. He's playing pretty well in Double-A. At some point, he gets promoted to Triple-A, and then maybe when the Triple-A season ends in September, then you can bring him up and get him some experience at the major league level. Now, I do think they're going to want to get him some major league experience this year if he has a good minor league season because, as we mentioned on the call yesterday, he definitely could be an option to be the Yankees' starting center fielder next year if Juan Soto signs elsewhere. So keep an eye on Spencer. I think he's coming rather quickly.
Hey, Derek, love the show. I know Louis Eel is eligible to become Rookie of the Year, and with Volpe last year, and then a few years back the third baseman, for Rookie Year came in second. But it looks like the Yankees have some Rookie of the Years coming up possibly. You're the Mr. Martian. We all are. And Spencer Jones looks like a Rookie of the Year candidate. And Louis Eel, I was just thinking about the Yankees' future and some Rookies of the Year.
Well, I think a lot of teams have really good rookies. The Orioles have some guys that are making a splash. The Texas Rangers have Wyatt Langford, who off to a little bit of a slow start, but he's a really good hitter. They've got Evan Carter. So I think the Yankees have some competition. I don't think Luis Gil is going to win it this year, although he is very impressive. Look, I'm not one of those people who gets overly concerned with those type of awards. I like MVP and Cy Young. Those are kind of cool, but Rookie of the Year, Gold Glove, I mean, it's just kind of like something for the guy's baseball card. I'd rather they all got a ring. That would be the only award that I need, World Championship Trophy.
Yeah, hey, Derek. This is Old Eddie down here in Florida. 2 points on Sunday's game real quick. First, Ian Hamilton. I'm not pitching him anymore in any high-leverage situations. Put him into blowout games until he shows you he can get it done again. Nestor should have got that win. Secondly, Juan Soto. I really think he loves playing here in New York, and I think if they can make him a competitive offer, I mean, this guy is so theatrical, dramatic. He just eats it up. He's never going to have a stage like this. He loves the stage of New York Yankee baseball. No matter if he goes to the Mets or Dodgers, and it's never going to, you look at his stats from last year, he's hitting for a higher average. He is pumped to be a Yankee.
He does seem like the kind of guy who enjoys the big stage, doesn't he? But I'm sure he also enjoys the big paychecks, and there's going to be big offers coming from the Mets and probably some other teams. I don't see him going to the Dodgers. He's an East Coast guy. And the Mets are the team he grew up watching, and they obviously have a ton of money. They're playing pretty well this year, but I still think that the Yankees are the favorite, especially if they win this year or get close. If Aaron Judge truly is heating up, then there is a chance for the Yankees to do some special things offensively over the next few months, and that's going to leave a good feeling in Juan Soto's mind. And even if he gets a massive, massive offer from the Mets don't have the kind of protection in the lineup that Aaron Judge is going to give to Juan Soto. So I feel like the Yankees winning is the key factor to all this. If they end up having a bad season, all bets are off. But if they do really well, they make the playoffs, they go deep into a playoff run. I mean, if I'm Juan Soto, I want to be a part of that. There's nothing like winning in New York, especially if you win a World Series. We're a long way from that, but you go down the Canyon of Heroes in the parade, it's tough to say no to that.
Hey, Derek, it's Spike from New Jersey. Great sweep. Yankees beat the Tigers 3 games in a row. It's awesome. One thing I just noticed that I wanted to bring up was Nestor, again, pitched a great game. I think he went 7 innings, but he didn't get the win. Now, I know wins and losses do not matter, but I don't know, the old school baseball guy in me, I say old school, I've only been watching for like 20 years, but wins, they're satisfying, and you always want to see your pitcher get the win. So it sucks that Nestor got screwed out of a good start for like the 3rd or 4th time this season, I think.
I'm with you, Spike. I like wins. I used to always read the box score in the morning in the newspaper, and it would have the winning pitcher with their record in brackets. And it seems like, baseball has moved away from that statistic. I think there's room in baseball to change that statistic. Right now, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, but I really think that, with all the rule changes going on and the way the game has evolved, maybe they could just give the win to the pitcher who pitched the best on the winning team. It's the scorer's discretion if the starting pitcher comes out anyway, so why not just give the scorer the discretion for the entire game? I think that would make a lot of sense, and it would bring wins back into play as an important statistic. Obviously, you're not going to give wins to guys who go 3 innings, but if somebody goes 4 2/3 shutout innings and throws 100 pitches and then gets yanked and your team wins 10-0, obviously he deserves a win rather than the bullpen guy who came in and got 1 out before he turned it over to some other guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, no game today, but we'll be back tomorrow. The Astros are coming to town for 3 games, and the Yankees are going to want to continue their dominance. They beat the Astros 4 straight to open the season. Would be nice to sweep that season series, wouldn't it? That would make me feel good. And the Astros kind of scuffling still. So tune in. I'll see you next time.